Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. How y'all doing today? As you guys can see today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a Fortnite banner. A lot of you lately have been requesting me to show you how to make different YouTuber thumbnails like Hollow Point, Ninja, all those different thumbnails and logos, etc. So guys, I'm going to be making a lot of those very soon, so stay tuned for that. We're going to start off and just make a pretty nice, simple Fortnite banner. So let's get started. We're going to go ahead and click File. We're going to Place, and I just pretty much found just a Fortnite background off Google. It's very easy to find, and we're just going to drag that into place around this here. We're gonna put that under the black bars here so we can see where we're dealing with. I like the position of that. Looks very neat. Next, we're going to go ahead and click. We're going to grab another rectangle here, and we're just going to put it over that. Make sure it's black, and we want to set the opacity of that to around 13. That looks pretty neat. So here's the difference, just gives it a little bit of black. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to move on here to the Tempos GFX pack, guys. So I'm going to put the link down here, and all credits go to this guy that made this GFX pack. I did not make this, it was someone else that made it, and I'll put his link down below in the description. So thanks for making it, I guess. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and click on flares and lights right here, and we're gonna grab, it's this light right here. We're gonna grab that, click on the move tool, drag it in here, and drag it somewhere here. There we go. What we're gonna do though is we're gonna change the color of that. So we're gonna go blending options. Oops. Never mind. We're just gonna. Let me see, actually this could work as it is. We're just going to change the opacity though, and we're going to click Control T, and what we're going to do is we're just going to move it around like that, transform it, and then drag it to the bottom, kind of like that, because we're going to have a kind of a blue reddish theme to this, so we're just going to keep it around that. That looks pretty neat. What we're going to do is we're going to head into the Tempos pack again, and we're gonna drag, which one is it again? We're gonna drag this here, these lights, drag put it on the top, and we want to make it shine down onto your name. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag this, and we're just gonna like that, just so we can see what we're dealing with. And then I'm just gonna hide that. There we go. There we go. And now we just have that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna change the opacity down a bit. Don't want it to be too high. Around 58. That looks pretty sick. I'm going to drag this down below here, so we didn't have to actually do that. Around here, so that looks pretty neat. We're going to go ahead back into the Tempos GFX pack, and we're going to see, I'm going to hide that first of all, and we're going to drag this right here, this one. We're going to drag that, and we're going to place it on either side of the thing, around here, of the banner. And now what we're going to do is we're going to click Control J, and that duplicates it, and now we're going to click Shift, and then drag it across, and that just places it right exactly, so it's kind of proportioned with the other one. And we're just going to change the opacity of that to around 90ish, 85ish, and we're going to do the same for that one as well, around 80, 87ish, doesn't matter really. Well, we're gonna go ahead and let me see, we're gonna delete that, and yeah, we're gonna drag this later on, so I'm just gonna keep that turned on. We're gonna go ahead and move into the not personal ones, it's this stocks, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna try and find a nice one that we like, something like, let me see, this, I like this one. I'm gonna pick this one though, this one right here, the blue one, and we're gonna drag that in here. We're just gonna place it on top. Whoops. I was just gonna place this on top here. Okay, somehow it's not working. Give me a second. Okay, this one doesn't seem this one doesn't want to work, so we're just gonna close that there. This could be the reason. Like so. There we go. And we're gonna drag that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna click Control T, and we're just gonna size it up to what we like, something around here. Looks pretty good. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put it between the below the rectangles right here, and we're gonna color dodge, something like that. And we're gonna set the opacity down a bit lower, around around 10, just to give us the fuzziness kind of a look. We're gonna go back in and we're gonna select is it the green one right here? Yeah, it was the green one that I was looking for. We're gonna click that. We're gonna drag that up here and whoop, drop it. We're gonna resize that just like so. Whoops, like that and like that. So it's a bit bigger. And now we're gonna drag the opacity down a bit, and we're gonna color dodge that again. We can either screen it and it would look something like that, or we can color dodge it. I'd prefer a color dodge, to be honest. We're just gonna drag the opacity of that down way more, some like here. So we have a lot going on in the background. I think that's it. Let me see, let me have a look at the space here. We're just gonna close the stocks right here. Space, we might actually drag one of these here. So what we could do is we're gonna drag, which one was it? It was this, the first one here. We're gonna drag the first one, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna place it at the corners of each of these, something like that. And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna color dodge that, and maybe bring you up. Actually, I think a color dodge wouldn't look too nice. Maybe some sort of a screen. Let me see. A screen looks much better. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna grab the tool right here. We're gonna rasterize that and see kind of what I want to do first of all is we want to bring the hardness down to 0, and there we go, something like that on the bottom here, and just there we go, easy. Make it kind of blend in, and obviously the opacity we're going to bring that down a bit more. And now we're going to duplicate that and just shift, oops, grab the move tool, shift, and move it across. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into edit, transform, and then rotate, flip horizontal, sorry, and there we go, something like that. Now we're going to move on to the text, and what you want to do is you just want to look up the font Burbank. That's what Fortnite uses for their fonts, so we're going to use that as well since it is a Fortnite banner after all. So I'm just going to find Burbank here. It is here, big condensed, and we're just going to write, and I'm just going to write in my name because, you know, why not? And I'm just going to drag it right in the middle here. There we go. So now, blending options, you can do so much with this. You can make it look, obviously you can just get layer styles off the GFX pack. I like to make my own, so I'm just gonna play with something real quick right here. So what we're gonna do is probably just, let me see. First of all, I'm gonna change the color of this. So I'm gonna make this one here white. Actually, no, I'll make this one here white, yeah. And now we're gonna make this one. We can either leave it black. That actually looks pretty neat. I'm just gonna make it red. Let me see, a darkish kind of a red here. That looks pretty good. I like that. And now what we're gonna do is you can either leave it 2D, and that doesn't really look too bad, to be honest. That looks pretty good. But I'm just gonna mess with the blend options a bit more. I actually like that. Looks pretty clean. You can go ahead and add a stroke, around 18, just to cover in the gaps with the black. That looks pretty neat. You can do something else like a drop shadow, something like that. And maybe you can just opacity, spread, and then just drag it back a bit, give that 3D-ish look. Something else that you can do actually is you can go ahead like this, leave it as it is, and what we can do is we can rasterize that layer style, and then we can go ahead and blend options again. We can add another stroke, but this time we can make it white, so it gives it a pretty nice look right here. Something around like that, but I'd prefer to keep it just a black because, I don't know, for this video I like it to keep it black around here. Now what we're going to do is, obviously, we're going to put that beneath the lights here, so let's find the lights real quick, and the lights are right here. So we're going to drag the lights and we're going to put it over this like so. So you can see that the lights here, there we go, they're over the text. What we're going to do is now we're going to go ahead into the Tempos GFX pack, and we're going to look at some CCs, And let me just drag that up here, close that, close that. Let me look at some CCs now. We're gonna see these, let me see which one looks pretty nice. I'm liking this one right here. Miss Oops. I'm liking the second one right here. So what we can do is we can just drag that in here. Actually, I'm just gonna make my own CCs since you probably would like to learn. So we're gonna go up here. We're gonna go ahead and to levels. No, actually, we're gonna leave levels and we're gonna head into curves. You want to drag this is all about messing around. You want to drag this up here maybe, and then this down a bit more around here. Looks pretty good. We're gonna go ahead into exposure, gamma correction. I like to keep that around 92. Offset, we're gonna drag that minus around here ish, maybe. There we go. Exposure, you want to keep that around 0.22, something like that. You want to go ahead and go into vibrance, and you want to put the saturation up to +1, maybe, just messing around with it, to be honest. The vibrance, I would like to put it around -1. Hue, saturation, black or white, photo filter. That's pretty much it. These are the 4 ones that I usually like to mess with. Last thing what we're going to do is we're going to head into Tempo's GFX pack, and we're going to drag the beam that I was telling you guys about. So it was in flares and lights, and it was the second one, I'm pretty sure. So it was this one. We're going to go ahead and drag, oh, it wasn't this one. It was let me see, it was this one. There we go. Yep, it was this one. We're going to drag that right in here, and we're just going to place it under our name, something like this. Looks pretty neat. And we're just going to drag the opacity down a bit, you know, something like that. Looks pretty neat. Last thing what we can do is we can grab the brush here, and let me see, you want to make a new layer. Yep, there we go. So what I want to do is you want to just make go ahead, size it around 257, make the hardness down to 0, and you want to make sure you have a black color on, and just at the bottom, just to give it a nice look, you just want to just a small on the bottom. You can do one at the top as well. That would look pretty neat as well. So maybe at the side if you like, something like that. And that is how you make a Fortnite banner. So you can obviously mess with it, get another, other GFX packs, other backgrounds, just different ways of doing the layer styles, different CCs, different text. But that is pretty much how you make a simple and a pretty attractive Fortnite banner. So guys, if you'd like to see more of these, just let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what type of banners and what type of thumbnails, logos, whatever you guys want to see. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.